Expressionism. How do you express your feelings, thoughts, and emotions? Do you also use music as a medium of expressing yourself? How does music help you to express yourself? Did you know that the word expression has been used to identify a type of music in history? It is called Expressionism. What is Expressionism music in 20th century?
Expressionism was a modernist movement, initially in poetry and painting, originating in Germany at the beginning of the 20th century. Its typical trait is to present the world solely from a subjective perspective, distorting it radically for emotional effect in order to evoke moods or ideas. Expressionist artists sought to express the meaning of emotional experience rather than physical reality. Expressionism was developed as an avant-garde style before the First World War. It remained popular during the Weimar Republic, particularly in Berlin. The style extended to a wide range of the arts, including expressionist architecture, painting, literature, theater, dance, film and music. The term is sometimes suggestive of angst. In a general sense, painters such as Matthias Grunewald and El Greco are sometimes termed expressionist, though in practice the term is applied mainly to 20th century works. The expressionist emphasis on individual perspective has been characterized as a reaction to positivism and other artistic styles such as naturalism and impressionism. Expressionism is notoriously difficult to define, in part because it overlapped with other major isms of the modernist period, with Futurism, Vorticism, Cubism, Surrealism and Dada. Richard Murphy also comments, "The search for an all-inclusive definition is problematic to the extent that the most challenging expressionists such as Kafka, Gottfried Benn and Doblin were simultaneously the most vociferous and the expressionists." What, however, can be said, is that it was a movement that developed in the early 20th century mainly in Germany in reaction to the dehumanizing effect of industrialization and the growth of cities, and that one of the central means by which Expressionism identifies itself as an avant-garde movement, and by which it marks its distance to traditions and the culture.
So what is Impressionism? Do you have any idea about Impressionism? Impressionism is a style of painting, music, or drama in which the artist or writers seeks to express the emotional experience rather than impression of the external world. Expressionism defines art as a being able to successfully communicate unique, individual feelings and emotions of the artist to their audience. Expressionism was a modernist movement, initially in poetry and painting. Originating in Germany at the beginning of the 20th century, Expressionist artists sought to express meaning or emotional experience rather than physical reality. Expressionism was developed as the avant-garde style before the First World War. What is Expressionism in music? Expressionist music is super romantic. It took the goal of expressing personal feelings to extreme by stretching the rules of the harmony and form. And also, please read, additional information. Expressionism was a style of music from about the same time, but the focus was on the perspective of the performer. The music was emotional, fragmented, and harsh with sometimes violent transition and dissonant harmonies meant to get a reaction from the listener. What is the meaning of expressionism in music? The term expressionism was originally borrowed from visual art and literature. Artists created vivid features, distorting colors and shapes to make unrealistic image that suggested strong emotions. What are the different types of emotions? We have happy, disappointment, anger, and so on and so forth. Listen perceptively to selected 20th century music. What can you say about the music? What is Arnold's style in music? Do you have any idea? Who is Sir Arnold? A great American composer, he also known for radical sounds of music. Expressionism was the perfect vehicle to do so. The pieces he wrote around this time were generally quite short, expressing extreme of emotions. What are the characteristics of Expressionism? A high level of dissonance, agreement of consistency in the progress of harmony in music. Next, modality, derived from the word modal, a general term used with reference to melodic harmonic formation based on the church modes as opposed to those based on the major and minor modes of tonality. We have angular melodies, extreme pitch, create intentional intensity, high, highly expressive style. In relation to music, expressionism conveys through emotion, in exaggeration through the application of tonality and dissonance or lack of agreement and consistency in music. For your performance task, sing it, instructions, choose a specific emotion, joy, sadness, disappointment, fear, hope, anger. 2. Choose a song that would express your chosen emotion. 3. Sing the song while taking a video of your performance. You may sing it a cappella or with accompaniment. 4. Upload your video here. You can upload up to 512 MB only. Again, upload your file using your Schoology account only. Understand? Paulinian affirmation. As a Christ-centered Paulinian, I am creative. I appreciate the beauty of music as God's gift to mankind. Again, Paulinian affirmation. As a Christ-centered Paulinian, I am creative. I appreciate the beauty of music as God's gift to mankind.